Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be showing you how I made my absolute Batman. So yeah, let's get started. The parts I used were the McFarlane Dark Knight Returns Batman for the torso and legs. Then I used the Superman arms from the same wave. It's just bulkier and more proportional to the body in my opinion. The rest of the parts are 3D printed. The armor kit was commissioned from Hyden 3D and printed in Resu-1 F69. The head sculpts and weapons were printed using Resu-1 Tough 74. The Angry Sculpt and the Unmasked one were made by Orbus22 from Instagram. So I'm just prepping the joints to avoid paint rub. For this build I have gotten rid of the shoulder O-rings. It just looks great and the arm movement is not as restricted. Alright, so just checking how it will look before I start painting it. I think it looks good. So now just applying matte varnish to help with paint adherence. If you're using this F69 resin, just know that paint does not easily adhere to it, so you can't really sand it either, so using a matte varnish is the best way in my opinion. So to match the grays from the Dark Knight Returns figure, I'm using the golden So Flat N5 neutral gray. It's not 100% a match, but very close. I'll just be thinning it with Vallejo airbrush thinner. I am now just painting the armor parts with So Flat black to make it just more black. We're now on to the head sculpt. For the skin tone, I'm using a layer of Vallejo Premium Flesh Tone, and then I am applying a layer or two of the Vallejo Premium Flesh Tone and Dark Ochre. Roughly about 8:3 ratio. And you won't need to thin these paints as they are meant for airbrushing. I am now doing the muscle shading. I'm using the Liquitex acrylic inks as it's so much easier to use with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle airbrush. Important part when shading is to not overdo it. Just do subtle shading when you can. And if you feel like you airbrush a bit too much, then you can lightly spray the base color on top to blend it in. So just painting the only part that's yellow. When painting anything yellow, you'd like to have a brighter color underneath, like white, gray, or even pink. So I'm just using the So Flat Permanent Yellow Deep for this one. The absolute Batman design is wearing more of a boxer briefs than a diaper, so I had to test out how it would look before I start painting the legs black. I think it looks pretty good, and luckily the legs already have a thigh swivel, so I can just paint the upper thigh part of that one. I'm just cleaning up the other black parts, especially the boot parts over here that might have some overspray. So yeah, just using the So Flat black for this. Now just painting the rest of the head sculpt. So with this one, be very careful not to thin the black paint too much, because if it's too watery, then it can easily make its way to the flesh painted parts, and that's a pain to clean up. Some people prefer to paint the black parts first, then manually painting the flesh tone. Some people also mask the mouth area and then just airbrush the rest. Whatever is easier for you. Now just painting the white part for the masked head sculpts, and then for the unmasked one I start off by applying some brown wash to the eyes, just so I have an outline for it. Then I add the sclera, or the white parts of the eyes, within the outline that I just made, and then for that one I use light gray instead of white. Then I add the pupils, which is the black part of the eyes. You can get fancier and add colors within the pupil, kind of like blue or green or something like that, or brown. Then add white on one of the corners to mimic light reflection. Just mixing darker shades of brown and reddish flesh tone. So I'm just thinning it to a wash consistency, then you apply these to the grooves of the face, kind of like the bottom part of the eye where the eye bags are, just to add a bit of depth to the skin tone. Then I mix up the lip color so it's a bit redder than that one. Then I use it for the bottom inner eye as well. Just adding the final details to the weapons. So with this one I'm using the Citadel lead belcher, just for the gunmetal look. Alright, looks like we're all done. Just putting it together, then we'll see more clips and images at the very end. Alright, so here's the final look of the completed figure. And yeah, here's actually a stock Batman figure that I have, and he looks much bigger than the other one. So I think it fits the character of the Absolute Batman. Yeah, I did enjoy making this one. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you in the next one.